Welcome back, everyone. So I'm having a look at the mod Free the Vertibirds. I'll get into the actual mod review in a minute, but first off, thank you to the mod author Z Spike Z. It's the mod author's name on the page. He got in contact with me about a month ago. Told me that he updated it. Appreciate it. First mod author who's actually contacted me about their mod, tell me that they've updated it. Or the first one I've actually done a review on their mod on. But all the same as is, I still appreciate when mod authors reach out to me to inform me of any updates, because as is, we're doing mod reviews. Over time you could have done like hundreds of mods, and you're not going to be able to reuse them all in let's plays and that, which I haven't done a modded let's play or a modded playthrough for myself for a year or two. I think it now has been now. But anyway, so yeah, the guy informed me that again he updated it, which is again why I've come back and had a relook at this, because I enjoyed the mod when I played it over about I think it was about a year or two ago. And about maybe 6 months ago. I'm just looking at stuff right now. I don't have the setup at the moment, proper setup to be able to flick through different screens exactly. But anyway, he contacted me, tell me updated and that, so I thought I'll come back and have a look. So I've had a little bit of a look through what the new update parts and that, like what's actually new. So as you can see actually here, I'll show. So there's 8 of these helipads. They're all around the place. I've visited them all to check them out, see where they are. Full note as well for any further requirements. It says on here as well, start a new game for all the features to work. So don't download this if you're already halfway through a let's play or whatever. Fresh game and great for survival mode. I'm actually possibly doing a survival apocalypse let's play in the future. This will end up being one of the mods I'll be having on it as well, because it'll make survival mode so much easier, and especially the type of apocalypse I'm having. I think most people can guess what that one is, but so I said, great for survival mode. So as is, like, if you don't want to go the few spoilers for base game Fallout here, but if you don't want to go with Brotherhood of Steel, if you want to go with, say, the Institute, you can't keep the Vertibirds. In this way, you still can. I will get actually on at the end if I remember to do it, because I did talk about last time my first video on this, on making the pilot in it. I'll spawn one in, making it into more of an AI, but I've had an idea of what how it could work with still having the pilot in it. As is, I'll try and get that at the end. So as is, they work like normal smoke grenades, signal grenades. You chuck it down, and yes, Vertibird gets sent. This actually took me about 10 or so minutes to find, because as is, I came out here and I was looking around, could not find it. So I don't know, because as is, I came all the way over here to, this was the first one I checked out, and that, but I came over here to get a smoke grenade. There was not one there, and so I reloaded some saves back at Sanctuary after I actually found where this was. So I don't know, it might be a bug, I'm not 100% sure, but it might be a thing of after you spawn from the vault the first time, that's not there until you go away from here and then come back. That might just be a bit of a bug glitch sort of scenario that's happening with it. I'm not 100% sure. It could just, as this could have been, it was just that hard to actually see. Which, why in a lot of ways I'd recommend putting it over here possibly, because with being in the grass, they're like, it's not that hidden, but like, you know, you come out here, like if you're say here, you're not really gonna recognize it, even though it's right there. But as you can see, actually this Vertibird, the normal Vertibird colors is actually a is like a silver. This one's like a jet black coloring, so I don't know if that's, I think that might be just my game, my gun's the same. So as you can see, there's a Brotherhood Steel pile in there, which doesn't make a lot of sense lore wise, but as is, I'll get to that later. So the major things, what has been changed pretty much from the last time I reviewed it, I don't even remember actually what version it was last time I viewed it, is these, well, again, there's about 8 helipads, taking away just the one from Sanctuary. So there is 8 helipads. I can't remember how many relay towers. It shows all the base game relay towers, but a really great one is this northwest relay one, the northeast, then down here we got southeast, and then southwest. And then again, like, there's all the different types of relay towers still. So I'm gonna travel down here, because I've pretty showed off more or less the features. Like, it's not like
your weapon is locked and
a
loaded.
thing you can do it like without sound bad. Like, it's not a mod that you can do like a lot on, like go a lot through. Like, it's a very simple mod, but it's a very great mod at that. It's one of those sort of quality of life mods. You know, it could be one of those things like, you know, like a way to make beds differently in this game, or a picture mod or something like that. You know, a very simple, it's still very nice mod. There are other Vertibird mods, but this I kind of like the most. Like, there's one you can build ones yourself. I don't like those myself, like if you get to build them, because it's like, you know, it's like literally just you build them and that's that. This I like more because, you know, the Brotherhood still ain't gonna know who's actually like who's who in terms of their smoke signals, because in a way, if we do about lore, it makes a whole lot of sense, because like in terms of real life sort of scenario on this, they would get a signal that one of their grenade things have gone off, send a Vertibird there, boom, done. So that's where this makes a lot of sense in terms of the lore aspect on it, and that. So as well, I'm here rethinking myself as I'm doing a bit more lore on this one than I did first one. But yeah, like in terms of lore, it makes a lot of sense then as this is going and building one. The building one would make, like, if you can build your own, like those are different mods altogether, but they only make sense if you can, or Lexington, if you actually go find a plant. It doesn't make sense that you can just come out of the vault and boom, you already know how to build one of these. Oh, we just had a mini nuke thrown at us then. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a mini nuke. What a surprise. What was I saying? Yeah, so as it is, so we've just gone past one of the one of these as well. But yeah, like I quite enjoy it. And I know there's a lot of other travel mods and that, but as is like this, you know, like I said originally, you know, if you don't want to go the Brotherhood of Steel, you know, use this, and that, or in terms of survival mode, as well. And I've only I've only got a few things written down as well for anyone wondering. So anyway, so with the pads, so I've got pad E, 2E, dash, space, what do you want to call it, 14N. That's a safe zone. That's there's not a lot. I didn't write a lot down. It's a little bits and pieces. Pad 5E dash 13N. There's ghouls sort of safe. From memory, that's one that has. The ghouls are like below you, but you should be fine. Pad 9E 14N. There's turrets and a robot. Plus, that is a quest. What's where there's a quest for the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. It's safe as long as you don't go near the enemies. Like, cause, like, I'm also going off in terms of safety in that, like, if you've just started your game, if you're level 1, then definitely don't. Ooh, should not be looking down there. Pro tip: when you're using these, do not look down at the bottoms. Because when you your game will crash. That's one thing you don't want. But yeah, if you stay away from the robot and turrets, you should be fine. Pad E 9E 9N. There's also turrets and ghouls, not safe. Because when you get there, you pretty much get swarmed by them. So that if you can use the minigun quick enough to destroy things, you should be fine. Pad 8W-2N. That's the Ghouls and Fire Support Brotherhood of Steel quest. That is reasonably safe, but kind of as is, depending if you how good you're at and that, because again, that's for the Brotherhood of Steel quest line as well. For the top part, Pad 9W13S. All I put here actually finally is super mutant equals boom, not safe. That one is one of the super mutants that blow themselves up with the mini nukes. That's literally if you spawn there. I wonder where we're going now. We're going pretty far out here. This will be interesting. Didn't realize there was actually any land out this way. Yeah, if you go there, you'll be blown up by a super mutant pretty much as soon as you get there. This is still new stuff, I believe. This is interesting. What if there'll be actually new stuff out here? And then Pad 2W-15S, more super mutants nearby, but it's safe. That one, from memory, it's one where there's like super mutants at a library, and that. So that's pretty much all the pads in terms of their safety, or if they are or aren't. But anyway, we're at the end of the world. Now we're turning back. But yeah. So as I said at the beginning about the Brotherhood Steel pilot here. I think he's about to drop me in the middle of the ocean. Yeah. Don't leave me here. Is he actually... This will be interesting. Oh my. Okay, I don't think that's meant to happen. Give me a second. I'm just going to read this up here.
Prepare for landing.
Okay.
Touchdown could be a little rough.
So, if you want to, go to the bottom of the ocean, I suppose, here we go. Where in the world are we? Ooh, my. Okay, slight problem, we can't even... Or wait, are we? I don't know. Okay, okay, that's definitely got to be fixed. Because this is something you do not want for survival mode. Like that's good and all, but like as is, like that's that is something would honestly be really bad for survival mode if you're stuck out here. I would recommend putting this the southeast tower on Spectacle Island or even down here. Or if you can, put up like your own little island there. I actually teleport these. But yeah, do something so you don't end up staying in the being put in the middle of the ocean, because that is not going to be good for pretty much anyone. Still same for this. I mean, this is fine, but this is still in going sea, so no one wants to be here. So we'll actually go over here. But yeah, so with the Brotherhood of Steel, what would he be called? Fighter pilot dude. What I was actually thinking for him is in terms of something that could work for lore. I'll do another Vertibird smoke signal. Would be like like the railroad, like they rescue synths and give them a new like mind and all that. So what I was actually thinking, which would actually work still, so even though I said like in the first video I did of this, change it so it's like the Vertibird's like an AI system. That could still be the way to do it. Do it so, I don't know, maybe add some clothes or something, like a specific outfit made to the synth, but like put a synth in the pilot seat instead of the Brotherhood of Steel pilot. And so in terms of lore reasons, just thinking, sorry about that, hold on, just got breathed the wrong way then. Ugh. Pardon me. I'm getting out. Alright. Yeah, so have a synth that's been reprogrammed by the by the railroad. And then
Glad to have you aboard.
what has again, this is for law reasons. Just to think, again, just if we're going to take out
Good shooting,
the
sir.
Brotherhood Steel Lancer, if you're going to take him out. Also, for anyone wondering, this is more for the mod author. If you end up finding this video, the new mod review of this as well, this is kind of specifically for you, and that for ideas. But yeah, instead of just taking out the pilot, what's that? Bit turbulence then. I don't know what that was. The screen shook then. Yeah, like instead of removing the pilot altogether and making him into an AI Vertibird, yeah, so make it a synth that's been reprogrammed by the railroad, has joined the Brotherhood of Steel like Paladin Dance, except for this synth has gone rogue and you know, flies the Vertibird smoke signals sort of thing. Do something, because like I know like the more like the bigger, like the vendors, they'll have them, but then it says here Tinker Tinker Tom and Ronnie Shaw will have the Vertibird smoke signals in bigger quantities, but then as is like the synth has gone rogue and he now flies Vertibirds around. So that's, again, this could be where either, as is like, I suppose it wouldn't work if he joined the Brotherhood of Steel and turn him into a synth, but like that's, I suppose, more if you're gonna keep the Vertibird pilot in there, that could be the lore wise. But then like give him like the synth voice, and that also that could possibly require like voice to dialogues, or sort of redone of this, like, you know, takeoff and you know, reporting inserts or things like that. But yeah, like if you're gonna keep him human, like that dude, but as is he's law reason he's a synth, then yeah, make it in terms of law. So yeah, he's gone Brotherhood still, gone rogue from them, but then say the reason why he has that synth voice is so when he was running out of something, his normal voice modulator sort of thing was damaged, and I should actually write mods or do mods. The stories I come up with law. I don't know how to program mods though. That might be a future thing for me, making mods. But yeah, like so his voice modulator is broken. So he sounds like a normal synth or sort of synth, but also human. Which again, the like voice dialogues, you know, that would be where it would work. Having again new voice dialogues. But if it's just going to be replaced with just a synth that's again still being reformed from the railroad, do it so in terms of that law. Found a work or an old Vertibird, got it to work and started, and this could be like say 10-20 years before the lone wanderer survivor whatever we are in this game. Yeah, like so 10-20 years before we're unfrozen, this synth has been found a Vertibird and been thrown, like just making smoke signals, like found out how to make them, and been given the vendors and all that to sell people, sort of thing, something like that. So you know, if you're gonna have it as a synth, hasn't joined the Brotherhood still, obviously. But then it's still got a bit of background of, you know, he's escaped, again found the Vertibird, turned in his own, make that into his own job for the last 10-20 years or something, or again he was a Brotherhood of Steel synth like Dance, but then as is he went rogue, decided to get his own Vertibird, or voice dialogues, sounds like a synth but also human, just because again the voice modulator is broken, sort of thing like that. That's in terms of, again, law is what would be cool. I think that should be all. I believe I have, so there's no problem again with this, because like again it's nearly, and then this has been about 20 minutes I think now. Who was that? Oh, that's right. Oh, no, I know where we are now. Cool. So again, this is one of the reasons. Let's actually got to look where this one is. 13. Oh, so this is the Superman with the kaboom. I think that's where we'll end it, possibly. So it's no problem now. I want to end it here, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to finish talking. But anyway, we'll see. But yeah, as is, like, it's been a bit like, and as is, I don't write everything down, because thing for me as it is, for anyone wondering,
Gotcha, didn't I?
like if I write down stuff, I can't read it back the way I've wrote it. Not good with reading as it is for most things, even my own writing. But yeah, like for most of us, write down a few little notes and that, and usually wing it from there. But yeah, as it is, I believe that should be all I need to go through on this. In terms of bugs, I've seen this one here, the northeast and the southeast, they need to be moved to land, because I believe the guy said that the mod kind of is intended for survival mode. So yeah, that's is one thing you don't really want, is to be stuck there. Although as is, I mean, if you're gonna land at Spectacle Island, when you're flying over it, you're just gonna hit land. Sort of thing that would be more to the point, I suppose, of that. Instead of, you know, like say you jump on the Vertibird and you leave it AFK sort of thing to let it fly you there, and then you're not doing anything. But I like as is, like probably leave them there in one ways because it will, you know, survival mode will keep people on their toes to not actually like what would I say, like not be in a sense lazy and just like let the Vertibird fly them where they want and not actually be focused on what's happening, because again it's survival mode. But yeah, I believe that should be all. I'm just quickly again looking at the mod page. Oh yes, it says here, in many cases landing directly on the pads is not possible. I did notice that on one of them, that first one I went to. If you throw the smoke signal down on that helipad, it will not land, or it says it's unavailable for your current location. Hopefully that gets fixed in the future. Or it could just be a thing that for a lot of games where there's mods, it's not actually the mods, but it's more just the game, what would you call it, programs or programming code and that, because for some games, you know, you can make a mod for it and the codes won't, like the in-game codes won't work for certain things. And that, but you know, that is one thing definitely to watch out for, is to where you find it. Then yeah, pretty much every helipad will have a X amount of smoke signal grenades. The reason why I say X amount, because we're at Diamond City. Like, we could rain down fire, lead and fire onto the citizens of Diamond City. Yeah, so yeah, because it's a random number. I've noticed it's between 1 to 4, sometimes 3. But for most of it, it's going to be about 1 to 4. I believe I'm nearly there as well. And that's how, as is, I'm nearly at the super unit. And then, but yeah, I'm quite sure that should be all I need to go through. Again, for the mod author of this, yeah, if you end up redoing the mod or updates and that, like, so the super unit
Setting her down at the
should be
target
around here
location.
somewhere. Yeah, see, super unit right there. Yep, right there. See, this is why you want to be high level. But yeah, for mod author, yeah, if you end up updating this again, like majorly, not just like you know, change the like I said, you know, change those corner relay towers into there. Like, I won't really worry about looking at it, because it's not like it turns big, but like if you end up changing it, like I said, about like the synth, like the synth pilot or law wise or something like that. They changed. I think my pilot changed. I think my pilot was a guy one moment ago. Now that's a girl. But yeah, like changing pilots or anything like that, let me know on that, because then I'll have a look at it. And yeah, as it is, if you end up going that way of, like I said, like the Brotherhood way of, yeah, that's why, again, keep the pilot as it is. Like, they could be still like that, but as is, like, they'll sound like a synth. I kind of reckon, because there's not a lot, but I still reckon you'd have to put in possibly a few bits of dialogue, custom dialogue possibly, and that. So like I said, either do like a again, like sort of just someone doing a few little lines, but then sort of probably tweak it up make it robotically with the right audio software at that. But yeah, as is, I think that should be all I need to go through. And again, for the mod author, want to tell again, need to inform me or anything? Oh, I'm being attacked now. Am I actually? Oh no, I can do that. Okay. Yeah. If you update anything big on this, and that, let me know. I'll have another look at it. But as is, still great mod. Like I said at the beginning, I believe it was. So this one I did another take earlier, and then it got interrupted. But as it's a small and a simple mod, but it's still a great mod. In that, I don't believe it should muck up anything in game. Except for, like I said, the restart the game. We'll go, yeah, start a new game and yeah, just restart the game and it won't land on the helipads. But I think that should be all this time. Hope everyone has enjoyed, and I'll see everyone next time.